Larry wasn't just not a sociologist.
He was finally ahead of it.
So lucky. A wave of silent resistance
his predictions
from a
of
generation
senior
that
spending
refused to be
habits
caught
were
off guard.
practically gospel.
Guiding companies in pricing their products and marketing strategies. Every year, Larry would look at the data on seniors receiving their triple payment systems. The Canada Pension Plan, Old Age Security, and Guaranteed Income Supplement Allowance, with a consistent monthly income of nearly $2,000 guaranteed to qualifying seniors. But something had changed. It all spiraled out amidst the chaos of March 2025. A trade tariff war had erupted, sending shockwaves across the global economy. The United States targeting Canada, China, and even exporting nations so remote they only shared global ties with penguins slapped hefty tariffs on everything from food to electronics. Prices skyrocketed overnight. Companies reliant on Larry's predictions found themselves blindsided as a bizarre trend emerged. Canadian seniors were overspending at almost double their usual monthly rate. Larry's inbox was flooded with furious emails from his corporate clients. Networks hounded him for interviews, demanding answers. For the first time in his career, Lucky Larry felt unlucky and clueless. Then, fate intervened in a mundane way. His wife needed him to join her for a shopping trip, a string of stops starting at Costco, then Walmart, then the Real Canadian Superstore. Reluctantly, Larry agreed. At first glance, everything looked perfectly normal. Seniors pushing carts, scanning aisles, grabbing their usual items. But as Larry's eagle eyes began to zoom in on the details, patterns started to emerge. Their carts were loaded not just with toilet paper, pet food, or cans of soup, but survival essentials. And Larry noticed something else. A lot of candy. Chocolate bars, caramels, and even dried fruits. The sort of comforts you'd stockpile if you thought you'd be hunkering down for a long time. And then it hit him like a thunderbolt. Canadian seniors weren't splurging. They were prepping. Larry realized that the tariff war wasn't just driving up prices. It was unsettling the very foundation of economic certainty. With new trade restrictions announced daily, Canadian seniors, many of whom had lived through the Great Depression, world wars, and other economic turmoil, were bracing themselves for an unpredictable future. Their healthcare system was teetering. Retirement savings and portfolios were in shambles. Many seniors had inherited the grit of survivalism from their parents, who taught them the value of resilience in hard times. Now it was their turn to prepare for disruption. The implications were staggering. Seniors weren't losing their financial grip. They were tightening it. Equipped with state-funded pensions, but dismayed by an unstable market, they were buying not just to consume, but to endure. This surge in purchasing wasn't reckless, but deliberate, driven by their knowledge that history has a habit of repeating itself. Larry turned to his wife as they loaded their car with their own haul. "I was looking at the data all wrong," he said. "This isn't irrational spending. It's resilience. Canadian seniors aren't shopping like fools. They're preparing for what's next." Armed with newfound clarity, Larry returned home to draft his analysis.